Lori has an interview with two lovely actresses who have appeared in many popular television programs, including working together previously on the Flash TV show. Who are they?
Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to Sidewalks Entertainment. As you can see, the background's changed a little bit. Right now I am traveling, so I am taking you guys with me, but we're going to be doing some really great interviews as I travel. And today's interview is actually pretty spectacular. We have some very talented guests. One of them you may have seen in projects like Sleepy Hollow, All Rise, Taken. And joining her, someone you may have also seen in The Flash, Truth or Dare, Death and Other Details. Together, they are main characters in the series Countdown. Jessica Camacho and Violett Beane will be joining us right here on Sidewalks Entertainment. So do not change that channel. You don't want to miss out because you're watching Sidewalks Entertainment. I'd like to welcome Jessica Camacho and Violett Beane to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, our pleasure.
How's it going?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So, Jessica, apart from the series Countdown, fans will know your work in projects like Sleepy Hollow, All Rise, Taken. How did you start your career as an actor, and what inspired you to go into acting?
I love that question. I was in college in Florida, and it was at that point where I had to declare a major. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to do everything. I had so many interests, and I didn't know how to whittle it down to one decision. And I felt really lost. And I was telling a friend that, and she said, you're really expressive. I just took this acting class. Maybe you should try it. You might like it. And I did. It changed my life. It was like this light bulb moment for me, and I knew that was the thing that I had been looking for, because it encompassed all of my interests and my curiosity in every way, so many different ways. And so everything after that became about, okay, well, how does one just be an actor? One of the first things I did when I moved out to California when I was 20, I ended up in the Bay Area and lived in San Francisco for a while and took acting classes at American Conservatory Theater, so ACT, and it was amazing. And I was, waiting tables and then taking acting classes, and you just start figuring it out. You start reading the books and you start learning about technique and going on auditions, and you just take it step by step by step. And I did that until I was able to say, wow, I kind of built a career, and I'm really fortunate and very grateful that I was able to do that.
That's awesome. And I love that you started out in the Bay Area in San Francisco. That's great.
I love that city. Oh my gosh, I love that city.
Oh, I love it. And Violett, we've seen you in The Flash, Truth or Dare, Death and Other Details. Same question for you. How did you start your career as an actor, and what inspired you to go into acting?
Yeah, I was raised, my mom is an artist through and through. She's done everything. And I knew that whatever I was going to do would be in the arts. I knew that, whether I was going to be painting or making ceramics or quilting, I don't know, whatever it would end up being, it would be in the arts. And I just really took a liking to acting and to theater. And so, after high school, I was like, I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna, you know, trust and believe in myself and sort of take that leap and see where it goes. And started auditioning, and I was still living in Austin, Texas, actually, at the time when I booked The Flash, which Jessica and I were both on. Um, and uh, and it was such a crazy, crazy experience. Like flying to Canada and shooting the show and then coming back to Texas. And, at one point I was still waiting tables during that as well. And, yeah, and then one thing after another, and I eventually moved out to LA and kept auditioning and kept pushing, and here we are, and I'm very grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, now the two of you are main characters in the crime drama series Countdown. Jessica, you're Amber Oliveris. Violett, you're Evan Shepard. Jessica, what do you enjoy most about playing your character, Amber Oliveris?
I love Amber for so many reasons. I love that she is layered. She's driven. She's driven by her belief in her belief that what she does makes a difference, but also she's driven to get away from the things that haunt her. So kind of playing, those different motivations is a joy, and there's complexity to her, which for an actor is like the best case scenario. She's not any one thing. So yeah, she keeps me guessing, and there's so much to kind of explore with her. I love it.
And Derek Haas is the showrunner for this show. He's written projects like Too Fast, Too Furious, 3:10 to Yuma, Wanted, and the Chicago TV series franchise. Violett, what's it like being a part and acting in one of his projects?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, Derek is one of the most receptive showrunners, producers, creators that I've ever worked with. He's from the beginning, been like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about your character? How do you feel about where the story's going? Is there something that you would like to change? He provides you with all of the information and all of the, spirit that you need to bring it to life. And he's also just like, goofing around on set. He knows that what we're doing is important, but also that our experience there is important, and that like there's no point in making something great if everyone's had a bad time doing it. So he uplifts, and he brings so much spirit and joy to set. And I've had such a great time.
Mm-hmm.
So both of you work alongside a really great cast, including, of course, Jensen Ackles and Eric Dane. So out of curiosity, before working with Jensen and Eric on the Countdown series, were either one of you guys big fans of the Supernatural series or the Grey's Anatomy series that they both were characters in?
Violett, you want to take that?
I mean,
I knew it.
Not a fan, right? Who's not a fan? And who hasn't seen Grey's Anatomy? Come on, Mr. Steamy. He's still steamy. I have to report.
Still steamy.
I love that. Well, the both of you are just so fantastic. It was so lovely speaking with both of you today. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Everyone, be sure to watch Jessica Camacho and Violett Beane in the series Countdown on Prime Video. Jessica, Violett, you guys take care.
You as well.
Bye.
Thanks.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.